Look, nobody likes to think about it, but in the incredibly rare event of a plane crash, your survival has a lot less to do with luck than you might think. It's about having a clear plan. We're going to walk through the exact steps you can take to seriously increase your chances of walking away safe and sound. So let's get into it. First things first. Before you do anything else, you have to get a handle on your panic. In a crisis like this, thinking clearly is your single greatest weapon. Every single thing we're about to talk about depends on your ability to stay calm and follow a plan. And here's the thing, you have a very good reason to be calm. A modern jet at cruising altitude is basically a world-class glider. Even if the engines completely fail, it doesn't just fall out of the sky. No way. It can glide for almost 100 miles. That gives the pilots time, and just as important, it gives you time to prepare. So what do you do with that precious time? The very first thing is to prepare your cabin. Think of these as your first line of defense. They are absolutely 100% critical. You've got 3 immediate jobs. You can see them here. Deal with your seatbelt, clear your personal space, and map your escape route. Each one of these is designed to do 2 things: reduce injury on impact and make your evacuation as fast as possible. Let's break them down. Okay, let's talk about that seatbelt, because how you wear it matters a lot. It needs to be pulled low and tight right across your pelvic bones. I'm talking about your hips, not your soft belly. Why? Because your hip bones are strong enough to take the incredible forces of an impact. Your stomach and internal organs are not. Getting this one detail right can be the difference between walking away and suffering serious internal injuries. All right, the next step. You need to find the closest exit in front of you and the closest one behind you. Then, you physically count the number of seat rows between you and that exit. I know, it might sound a little weird, right? But why is this so unbelievably important? Here's why. In a crash, that cabin can fill with thick, black, toxic smoke in just a few seconds. We're talking 0 visibility. You won't be able to see your hand in front of your face, let alone the exit signs. But if you know it's 7 rows back, you can get out. You can move through that chaos by just feeling the seat backs one by one. You're basically creating a mental map to safety before you need it. Okay, your cabin is ready. You've memorized your escape route. Now we have to talk about the single most important physical action for surviving the impact itself, and that is the brace position. When the flight crew screams the command, brace, or when an impact is obviously about to happen, you don't think, you just act immediately. This posture, more than anything else, is designed to help your body withstand the forces of the crash. Now, getting this right is crucial, so let's be very specific. First, plant your feet flat on the floor and pull them back a little behind your knees. This stops your legs from flying forward and breaking. Second, put your hands one over the other on the seat back in front of you. Third, press your forehead firmly against the back of your hands. And fourth, tuck your chin into your chest. This whole position is designed to make you a tight, compact unit. It protects your head, prevents whiplash, and stops your arms and legs from flailing around. So you're in position. Now we're heading into the most intense part of this whole thing, the impact itself, and the mad dash to evacuate that has to happen right after. Now listen, you need to be prepared for 2 distinct impacts. First, there's going to be the initial jolt as the plane hits the ground or water. But then there's often a second, even more violent impact as the nose slams down and the plane skids to a stop. You absolutely must stay in that brace position through both of them. Getting through the impact is step 1. But your next huge danger is what comes after, fire and smoke. You have a shockingly small window of time, we're talking maybe 90 seconds, to get off that plane before conditions become completely unsurvivable. And that brings us to the single most important rule of any evacuation. It's also the rule that tragically people break all the time. Do not grab your bag. Why are we so fanatical about this? Because grabbing your carry-on isn't just a mistake, it's a potentially fatal one for everyone. It slows you down, it clogs up the aisle for the people behind you, and worst of all, the corner of a laptop or a hard piece of luggage can literally rip a hole in the inflatable emergency slide, rendering it useless and trapping everyone still on board. Nothing you own is worth a single human life. Leave it. Okay, you've survived the impact, you've ditched your belongings, and now you are moving toward that exit. Let's cover the final crucial actions, how to get out and how to get safe. As you're moving through that cabin, you have to remember, the hottest, most toxic gases from a fire are going to rise to the ceiling. The cleanest, most breathable air will always be down near the floor, so get low and stay low as you make your way out. In all that smoke and potential darkness, you have a guide. It's the emergency path lighting right on the floor. It's designed specifically to be visible through the haze. Keep your eyes down and follow that strip of lights. It is your lifeline. That lighted path is leading you to one place. It will guide you directly to a solid red light. That red light means you're at the exit. That is your goal. The second you're off that plane, you are not safe yet. Don't just stand there at the bottom of the slide. Run. You need to get at least 500 feet away from the aircraft and try to get upwind from it. You want to avoid the smoke and the very real risk of an explosion. You know, every single step we've just gone over, from tightening your seatbelt correctly to leaving your bag behind, it's all about one thing: replacing chaos with a plan. It's about taking decisive action when every single second counts. So we'll leave you with this to think about. In an emergency, chaos is the enemy. The good news? Now you have a plan.